The Texans beat the Patriots 28-22. Let's be real, the game wasn't really that close. Romeo Cornell and the special teams was just trying to trigger us Texans fans. But, for the most part, the game wasn't really close. This is a game that the Texans dominated, just like the KC game. The Texans dominated, but the scoreboard might not show it. You have to watch the game to see how the Texans dominated the game. And, I'm going to say this, and I tweeted this out too. For the past 5 to 6 weeks, all I've been hearing is, the AFC is a 3-team race between the Ravens, Patriots, and Chiefs. How about now? The Texans are 2-1 versus those 3 teams. The Texans, yes, they got beat down bad by Baltimore, but guess what? They beat down the Patriots bad, and they beat down the Chiefs bad. So what is it? Is it a 1-team race? Is it just Baltimore? No. You gotta include Houston in the conversation. I said it in my prediction video. I've been saying it since the schedule got announced. This was going to be the year that the Texans finally beat the Patriots. Deshaun Watson was going to get his because he was finally at home versus New England. And Deshaun Watson did what Deshaun Watson does on primetime. He balled out. That defense had only allowed 4 passing touchdowns all season. Watson, he got 3 tonight. In fact, he also got a receiving touchdown. Deshaun Watson, this game was the passing of the torch from Brady to Watson. I said it in my prediction video, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been hearing about it since the start of the season. Brady looks washed. He looks done. It might be his receivers, I don't know, but Brady doesn't look like Tom Brady. When Brady retires, and that time's coming soon, Watson will be the guy that takes over. Watson will be the guy that's going to need extra fingers for his hand, for his rings. It ain't going to be Mahomes, who chokes when the lights are at their brightest. It ain't going to be Lamar Jackson, who runs around. It's going to be Deshaun Watson. The dude that shows up when it matters most. The dude that stays in the pocket and throws the football like a real quarterback. That's all I'm saying. Now, it was just a beautiful game. Beautifully coached. Cornell on defense. Yes, at the end, the whole prevent BS pissed me off. But he had a good game plan, and the defense showed up. Jacob Martin, Bradley Roby, even J. Joe, Vernon Hargraves, the first drive. He struggled a bit, but settled down as the game went on. Justin Reed, they all balled out. The linebackers as well. And a lot of people were criticizing them because they wore some outfit again. And people were saying, oh my god, the Patriots are going to win by 80. Oh, 35-7 Patriots. Patriots by 100. You're getting that type of BS comparing it to the Letterman jacket incident. But, they did it last week. They've been doing it since week 1. It's nothing new. So people were just trying to poke fun at Texans like usual. But guess what? The Texans showed up and they beat the Patriots down. And let me also say this. I was told by a bunch of Texans fans the Texans have no shot. No shot. Those are their words. They legitimately said no shot. Now look, we all have opinions. It would be different if, a Texans fan told me, I don't think the Texans are going to win. That's different, because that's your opinion. But you saying the Texans have no shot, you're kind of saying that as a fact. And if you're a Texans fan saying that the Texans have no shot, then maybe you shouldn't be a Texans fan, because with Deshaun Watson, the Texans always have a chance. And if you haven't learned that by now, then like I said, maybe you should move on. Go watch another team. And I'm not one of those people that, doesn't want anyone criticizing the team, because this team, they deserve some criticism, like every other week. But to say the Texans have no shot, that's just blasphemous. You know how Stephen A. Smith says, blasphemous. Because with Watson, they always have a chance. And he showed you why tonight. He's special. O'Brien coached a good game. The whole line, even with Chris Clark, they did a pretty good job. D-Hop made Stephon Gilmore his child. Duke Johnson did great. Akins and Fells had some nice plays. Will Fuller, I think it was in the fourth quarter, he dropped a touchdown pass, but you know what? Deshaun Watson did what Deshaun Watson does. Put the team on his back, held on to the ball a little longer how he usually does when he's looking for the big play, and he threw a perfect ball to Kenny Stills, and Kenny Stills caught it, and the Texans went up 21-3. I mean, what else can you say, man? Like, the Texans did what they had to do to win this game, and the Texans were without arguably their best corner in Garyon Conley. Now, Roby had a great night tonight, so right now it's 1A and 1B between Roby and Conley, but Texans did it without Conley. Titus Howard was put on IR just, 2 days ago? Brennan Scarlett was out. And personally, Brennan Scarlett, he's a good person. I like him. I like B-Scar TV, even though it's not as good as K-Jack TV. I like B-Scar TV. But, I'll be real. Jacob Martin is way better than Brennan Scarlett, and he brings way more to the table as a pass rusher than Brennan Scarlett. And tonight it showed. Jacob Martin was living in the backfield, man. Like, he kept making plays. I believe he had 1.5 sacks, had a few more hurries, quarterback hits. The dude was nice, man. And overall, man, I'm just satisfied. I wouldn't even say shocked, because like I said, I've been calling this moment the schedule dropped. Patriots at Texans. Add to that's a primetime game. Yeah, the Texans were going to win. They're going to find a way to win, because it's what Deshaun Watson does. And credit to the coaching staff too, man. That Deshaun Watson touchdown reception, that was really creative. Like, I honestly had no idea what was going on. Like, who has the ball? What is going on? And then I just see Hopkins flip the ball to Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun goes in for a touchdown. And that was pretty cool. And to see O'Brien finally getting that monkey off his back and getting that win versus New England was very satisfying. And not gonna lie, with O'Brien, he frustrates me. But I don't like to, be like everyone else and just talk mess about O'Brien every single chance I get, because that gets repetitive, that gets boring, and people wouldn't watch that. I like to come out with different things every single time. I don't want to just pin everything on O'Brien, because honestly, not everything is on O'Brien. Some of the stuff is on execution, some of the stuff is on Romeo Crennel, but a lot of people seem to just want to pin everything on O'Brien. And personally, even though I'm not the biggest fan on Bill O'Brien, I am definitely 100% rooting for Bill O'Brien to succeed this season, because I think he's an excellent GM, and I absolutely love him as a GM. Bill O'Brien is the GM us Texans fans have been asking for years. A GM that isn't scared to make a move. A GM that's willing to go all out. O'Brien got us Tunsil. Kenny Stills both made big plays tonight. Well, Tunsil can't really make plays, but he did a good job blocking for Watson, even though he did allow a sack, but I'll let it slide. Kenny Stills, obviously, that touchdown catch. Duke Johnson, another guy O'Brien traded for, another touchdown catch, was destroying the Patriots linebackers in coverage. Funny thing is, the way the Texans were playing in the first half, getting the ball to Duke Johnson out of the backfield a lot, that is the exact same way the Patriots used to beat the Texans. They used to have their running backs line up against our linebackers, and of course, running back usually wins. This time, O'Brien said, you know what? I'm stealing your thing. I'm doing it to you. See if you can stop it. And guess what? It worked, and it was awesome. It was awesome seeing O'Brien finally stick it to Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. It was awesome. It was awesome seeing Watson get that win versus New England. Finally, third time's a charm, how the saying goes. And Brian Anger, too, man, he deserves some credit. He had some really good punts that really flipped the field position. It was good. And, of course, you can't go a day without mentioning the great job that John Weeks does. The guy was just snapping with a purpose tonight, and because of him, we won. Did a tremendous job. But, yeah, all around, I'm happy. We beat the Patriots. You guys should be happy too. Yes, little triggering at the end with the prevent defense and the almost recovered onside kick, but hey, man, whatever. We won. And now we gotta turn the page and focus on Denver because they have a very good defense, and if the Texans aren't careful, this could end up being Panthers Week 4 all over again. So the Texans, they gotta enjoy it tonight, and then, turn the page and focus on Denver because they have a good defense, like I said, and they have a young rookie quarterback, so we have really no idea what we're going to get out of that. And then you got the Tennessee Titans also there. They beat the Colts today, so the Colts are pretty much out of the playoff race, honestly. So now it's the Texans versus Titans, and you got Titans fans over there saying, the Titans are coming, the Titans are coming. Oh, it's really crazy, the Titans are winning the division. No, they're not, but the Texans still got to take care of their own business, so, good win. And, yeah, enjoy the win tonight, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.